Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I am going to explain you the full folder structure of Expo project. See, right now I am using Cursor Code Editor, and if you want to use Cursor, then you can install this editor from this website. In my last video, I have created a new project using Expo framework. So let's open that project first. So this is the modern structure of Expo project. You can see here number of folders and number of files. Let's discuss all these files and folders step by step. So these first two folders .expo and .vs code, see, we are not using these two folders in any way, right? These two folders are managed by Expo framework itself. So we are not doing anything in these two folders. So let's move to the next one. The next one is the app folder. This is the main folder. So inside this app, you will see layout.tsx file. Basically, this file defines all the navigation related stuff. In short, I can say that all screen-based navigation is done inside this layout.tsx file. We can define our tab bar, our stack navigation inside this layout.tsx file. So the next folder is this assets folder. See, in the assets folder, you can put your fonts, you can put images, you can put icons, your videos and the audios. Even all the non-code resources, you can put all that things inside this assets folder. So the next folder is the component folder. As I already mentioned in my previous videos, that this React Native Expo is a component based architecture. Basically, we define or we can create components. So inside this component folder, you will build your own UI components, right? You can create your own component, like you can create your component for buttons, you can create text input components. So we can create small components inside this folder, and we can use these components anywhere in our project at any time in any class, right? So the next folder is this constant folder. So you can use these folders to store things like color schemes, for spacing units and for URLs. So basically, you can place any file here which you know that you are not going to change again and again in your project. Okay, so the next folder is the hooks folder. So inside this hooks folder, you can create your custom hooks. So the purpose of custom hooks are to share the logics between the classes. So you can create your own hooks here for fetching data from APIs, handling authentication functions, and for the state management, you can also use hooks. So the next folder is this node modules folder. Inside this node module folder, you can see the list of all the packages that are installed in your project. So the next folder is the script folder. See, this script folder is totally optional, but yeah, it is very important folder, I can say. Inside this script folder, you can see reset project.js file, which I will discuss after just few minutes. Let me complete the remaining files first, and then we will come back to this reset project.js file. So the next folder is .gitignore folder. So this gitignore folder basically related to Git, right? This folder tells Git that which folder or which file you should ignore when you push your code in your repository like GitHub. So the next folder is the app.json folder. So inside this app.json file, you can check the whole picture of your project, right? Inside this folder, you can change or you can see the name of your project. Inside this folder, you can set icon for your project. In this folder, you can set splash screen for your project, and you can also do the setup of deep linking inside this folder. Also inside this folder, you can change the version of your project. So yeah, inside this folder, you can see the current picture of your project. So next, these two folders, iceland.configure.js and expo environment.ts. See, these two classes are basically used when we are working with TypeScript language. Basically, these are the TypeScript helper classes. And this class iceland.configure.js, this file is some kind of configuration file. right? So this file basically checks the syntax error or some kind of code related issues. So the next folder is package log.json. So inside this file, you can check the history of all the packages that you have installed in your project. So the next folder is package.json. So this file is actually the brain of your project. So this folder holds all your dependencies, all your scripts that you are using inside your project, and also this file holds project metadata. See, whenever you install a new library in your project, then you will see that library in this dependency section anytime. So the next file is readme.md. So this readme file is very helpful for the other team members to understand everything about your project. So you can write down anything inside this readme file. So the last file is tsconfigure.json. So we are not really working inside this file, but if you are using TypeScript, then definitely this file helps to define how the compiler treats your code. So let's come back to the script folder. So inside this script folder, you will see a file named as resetproject.js file. So this is basically a script, and you can see this script inside package.json. See, using this script, you can remove all the unused files exist in your folder structure, right? Whenever we create a new project, Expo itself created a lot of files, right? So you can remove those files using this script. So let's run this script. You can run this by using npx run. Let's say reset project. Press enter. Okay, so let's run this command. Using this command, you are actually running this script, right? So here you will see do you want to move existing files, for example, instead of deleting them? Yes, the center. So here you can see all the unused files are now removed successfully. We are left only with these folders now, right? So this is it for today. If you found this video helpful, then don't forget to like, comment and subscribe this channel. If you have any query, then do let me know in the comment section. So I will see you in the next one. Till then, happy coding. Bye-bye.